I'm down here at Mom's. They've taken her to a doctor appointment today. My sister and her brother, my mother's brother, my uncle. And I was going to show you. And yes, I'm trying to do the quick method of this. You should take, if you were going to do a really good method of this, restaining and refinishing, you need to take off all of the hardware. You need to sand it all down and clean it really, really well, and then apply the stain. This is what it used to look like. The upper cabinets of pretty much any home is going to be in good shape. It's the lower cabinets that will give you the problem. And what I'm going to do is my handy dandy Howard Restore Finish. I don't know whether to use walnut or whether to use, this is cherry. I'll have to see. Probably the walnut. And then my tools of the trade are steel wool. This is the 0000 steel wool. And I just put it on with that, and then I wipe it off with paper towels. And I'm doing the quick method right now because I'm trying to do it, number one, to see how well this does so I can show others. This is how it starts, and we'll go from there. I plan on later on this year to possibly take all of the cabinets off and do them, but look at how big a job this is. Not that she's not worth it, but which she truly is. But unlike me, living in a mobile home, she's got a lot of cabinets. I mean, there's all the way around cabinets. So you're talking about a major undertaking. And these were newer, so they're not that bad anyhow. But let's see what happens. All right, bear with me. I'm trying to do this and hold the camera. It doesn't seem like it, but I have wiped these cabinets off real well. And today is Thursday. I think it's the 18th, maybe the 19th of April, whatever Thursday is, 2024. With the steel wool, I'm going to really try to get in there. This, again, I want to stress, to do this really correctly, these should all be taken out and sanded. And this right here is why sometimes the routing looks wonderful, but I mean, it really gets caked up. And with this Howard Restore Finish, you can even put it on those handles, and it will even help the handles, believe it or not. It doesn't claim, I don't think it even claims in any way to be for metal. Or I need an assistant. And there's way too many cabinets to show you all of this. But there's that cabinet, or the drawer, and there's that one. Yes, for those naysayers that always says, oh sure, it always looks good when it's wet. That's true. I will try to go ahead and do this. That's why I'm telling you the date. Although, hey, I could lie about the date whenever I redo it, but I'm going to wait and see how this looks a few days from now. And if it still looks, that has changed it a good bit. If it still looks good, then I will come back and show you again. I'll tell you what the date is. And you can see this may be a good quick fix. Like during Thanksgiving and you think, oh, there's somebody at the door. Okay, that was my nosy brother. This is what family does, or supposed to do. We kind of watch out. See, I deliberately waited till my sister and uncle had taken Mama to her follow-up appointment, and hopefully she's going to get her stitches out today. And so he saw me parked out there and was just checking to make sure everything was okay. We jokingly talk about, well, what did you steal? Families need to, and even friends, family, neighbors, and friends work together. Here's the finished product for right now, and yes, it is still wet. This one, now there's some glare, you can't hardly tell as much. But that one on the right has been done. That one on the left obviously has not. While he was in here, he just left a while ago. He said, well, you know, you mentioned a year or so ago that if I took these cabinet doors off and drawers and sanded them, that I would redo them. Or that he said that if he would do that, that I promised that I would do this. I said, yeah, and I never heard back from you. So we decided that we will go ahead, once my uncle is gone from visiting Mama, we will go ahead and he'll take the drawers off. We'll do them like one set or maybe two at the time. And he will sand them and I will refinish them and then I will recoat them. But I'm still going to go ahead and finish this part just so you can see. This may be a very good quick fix, like I was trying to say a while ago, until he rudely banged on the door. I come in the house and I lock the door, especially if I'm going to be tied up with something. I think, now this, it's going to look better whenever it's wet. It will lighten back up some, but I think after this is all said and done, you will certainly see a humongous difference. And rather than film the entire thing, I will show you. This is what I do. After I put it on, I let it set just a little bit, and then you take a rag. This is where the sanding is really going to help in here. You take a rag or a paper towel, and you wipe some of the excess off. And the thing I love about Howard products, yeah, see, that still is not going to fix it, but this will be a quick fix until my brother and I can do it. The thing I love about the Howard products is they are made to where, unlike Minwax, that probably in the long run is a better stain, I've only ever used the Minwax or any of those that were oil-based. This, you do this, you wipe it on, and then you wipe it off. And then, believe it or not, then it's ready for the touch. You just saw me stain that, and I wiped it off. It's ready for the touch. Any of y'all that have ever done Minwax, you know that's not how it does. There's nothing on there. This one is wet. I haven't wiped it. Can you see the difference? I can't stress enough, for me, for an old fart like me, I love Howard products. Oh, shoot. That wasn't good. I love Howard products because they're so easy and they're so forgiving. And even like with spilling some of that, I'm glad that happened. It is okay. Look at that. Now I may have to do her baseboards. It cleans up easy. Good grief. Who knew this was going to be a watch the old woman make a mess video? Again, I love this product. And I just showed you the difference between when you wipe it off. I need some help. I need somebody to operate this camera. Sorry. Guys, you got to go with the flow. I had to put this rug back down on the floor. You don't even have to use a steel wool. I just do because it kind of gets in there a little better. Plus, the steel wool, for me, this is my opinion, which I'm entitled to, it can also kind of, it's almost like it's sanding as you go a little bit. It'll take some of these rougher surfaces occasionally off in one of these temporary fixes. But back to, let me see if I can do something without making another mess. Again, here that's, you know, a regular woman would have put gloves on. That, you just saw me wipe it off. This, you just saw, wait, let me see, one that I just put on. See, if you don't wipe it off, it's still gunked up like that. But this is why I love Howard's. I could completely finish these and wipe them off, and then even this evening somebody could brush up against them and this would not get on their clothes. So, and once my brother and I start doing the real thing on these cabinets, I will try to show you that. Sadly, we're all so independent and our timelines are off. He likes to do things when he's moved to do so, and so do I. We're all very set in our ways and independent, which is fine. But, man, that glare, I don't know if you can tell the difference even in this. There's a huge difference. Okay. I'm going to stop at this point. I think you've seen enough to know this is a good quick fix. Once we do the real fix, the permanent fix, these cabinets can be just like new. Well, that's dirty. And you really need to clean this stuff off. All right. Y'all have a good one. Love you guys. Bye. All right. This hopefully will be the tail end of it. What I learned is that at a certain point, the cabinets, they do look way better, but nowhere near good enough. They are dried. It's the same day. It's still Thursday. But this shows me, number one, someone along the way changed all the handles and they didn't sand it then. But me and my brother will do all these cabinets. But for right now, I've got them good enough for today's government work. If that sounds sarcastic, I kind of am being sarcastic. The quality of work that comes out of, oh well, let's just leave it there. And also, if you don't put on gloves, which I'm not that kind of, I don't worry about stuff. It gives you a nice little, looks like under dirt under your fingernails. If it's a really dark stain, I sometimes will remember to wear gloves. But see the difference? Hopefully you can. And I may show you the process when we actually redo the cabinets like they should be done to begin with. In fact, all of us should be ashamed that we haven't already done this for her. I come from a long line on from Dad's side of procrastinating and doing things the easy way. He may be the ones that changed the handles on all these and just didn't sand them down the first time. But see how I'm trying to gear to people that don't have a lot of time and energy to put in this. But here's that same kitchen. Looks much better, don't it? And it is dry. It's not perfect. It will be by the time we're done. Love you guys. Take care. Be blessed. I love you. God loves you.